Oh, man. Here we go back with another one. I'm Zeke. That's Dre.
Yes, sir.
And we back with another one for you guys this week. And we got a special guest in the building.
Yes. Subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like and comment if you're rocking with the content. Now, we got a special guest in the building today.
Mm-hmm.
Our guest today is two of the most fire podcast hosts in the world. It's us.
It's just us. It's just us, man. It's just us today, man.
We're in the building. Yeah, man. Yes, we'll be doing a lot more of these.
By popular demand, man. We've been getting a lot of, hey, man, why don't you guys just do you guys?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we love the interviews.
Yeah.
And we want you to keep rocking the interviews. But what happened to, positive energy? What happened to sports?
We want to know what y'all thinking out here.
Yeah. I
think,
know
what I'm saying?
And so we could give it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And so why not take today, and do that, And
today was a good day.
Today was a great day, man.
So that's why Ice Cube said.
We've been just kicking it today, man. And we were like, man, we'll just take our time, recording this podcast. We're getting a late start today. We usually record early in the afternoon. Now it's getting close to evening time at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
we're in evening.
Yeah, true.
It's full on evening.
I like it though, man.
Yeah.
I like it though.
It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying?
And it's hot. It's hot outside. Man, if you guys from the desert out here,
scorching.
Boy, oh boy.
It's scorching.
Is it July already, man? Because it feels like monsoon is about to kick in, man.
Yo, it's ridiculous
straight
right
up
now.
does feel like monsoon's about to kick in.
It's nasty.
The humidity's up. There's like cloud coverage, a little bit. It's like weird.
Dog's weed outside. Sticky, icky. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, man.
So, man, there's been a lot going on, man, out here in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't even really know where to start.
I don't either, man, but I have a question. I have a question for you, just to kick it off.
Yeah.
Because I was a surprise to you. We didn't talk about anything really, what we're going to talk about, just so you guys know.
Right.
Do you have a particular day of the week that you really like? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was thinking about it because everybody bags on Monday, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. No, but everybody bags on a Monday, right? Because it's like, damn, it's Monday. I hate Mondays. I don't really find that with Mondays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the thing is that I work on Mondays. I have a regular. So, I don't find Mondays that bad necessarily. It's really the Sunday where you're like, damn, I got to get up early tomorrow. It's really that point of view where you're looking. So Sunday is actually worse for me in the sense of like, oh man, you're going through and thinking about your work week, right?
Right.
And starting on a Monday or whatever. But I really find like my favorite day is usually like a Wednesday or Thursday for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, but does it have to do with...
Doesn't have to do with anything in particular.
With your work schedule. Because I would say for me, a Sunday's not even that bad because I don't work Monday.
Right. Correct. So it is a Monday bad for you because you do think about work coming up on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Monday's always a little funky for me because it's like Monday's my one day where I feel like Sunday's definitely like the chill day.
Chill day, yeah.
Binge watching. You know what I'm saying? We in here with the Netflix. The Boys just came out. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to get into all.
Amazon
yeah,
Prime.
we're going to get into all
we're going to get into it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we binge watching.
Yeah.
Day drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you chilling. It's like, okay, it's Sunday. Ain't
It's
nothing
Sunday.
going on. I might be cooking some food, but I'm binge watching from the kitchen. I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think, like, Monday's a weird day because especially when my kids, like right now, my oldest is out of school. So that was like, it was still like, it functioned like almost like a work day. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a day off, it functioned like a work day. So, and then like my other kids got stuff going on. And then you top that off with damn, I got to get back to the grind tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And so Mondays are a weird day. I think Tuesdays is probably the worst day for me.
I was just gonna say, dude, I can't stand Tuesdays.
Tuesdays is when I go back to work. So
Okay, yeah, but even for me, like I'm second day in because my schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just
Right.
for y'all know, we're
For the streets.
four tens. You know,
For the
just so you guys know.
Yes.
And here and there, whatever my work needs, whatever. So, but Tuesday, man, I don't like Tuesdays, man. I just don't care for Tuesdays. I'm not, it's. I guess it's really kind of the back in the routine of it. You know what I'm saying? And then
So
I think that
you back in a full swing.
and you're like, man, and then I don't know, man. Just Tuesdays just aren't really necessarily a fun day for me. You know what I'm saying? Like Tuesday, I usually get a little tired on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Like but I do look forward to like hump days, so Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I've always liked Thursdays, dude, for whatever reason. Even when my schedule was Tuesday through Friday, which it used to be back
Right.
a couple of years ago, or actually not even that long ago, a year ago.
I'm not a fan of Thursdays, bro.
I like Thursdays.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I'm not a fan, bro.
Okay, all right.
And here's why.
But everybody hypes up Fridays too, and I'm like, Fridays are all right.
Fridays are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess it just depends on like what age you are.
Yeah, I think in different parts of your life, right?
Different parts of your life.
What's going on in your life?
What's going on?
You know, if you got kids,
when are you
or
working,
if you don't
got
have
kids, all
right?
that. You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
takes into an account.
All
for
of
sure,
that, right?
Yeah,
like, is there practice? You know what I'm saying? Do you got one kid that got practice? You got two, you got three, whatever.
Right. Keep talking, by the way. I'm going to turn on the light just to see if it helps.
Yeah, no, you good. So I think Thursdays, man, I'm not really rocking with, and here's why. Okay, because Thursday seems to be the day, no matter what, no matter if it's school going on, no school, holiday. It just seems to be that everybody is on the road on a Thursday. Everybody, and this is no matter where I've lived. On Thursday, everybody got something to do.
You know what's funny about that?
And it don't matter what time of day. You be like, it's 11:30 in this bitch. Where are y'all going?
I agree with you. And that's why I don't think Mondays are so bad. I feel like for whatever reason, especially where, I don't know where, if it's because of the way.
Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Tuesdays
they
are the
be
worst.
on the road.
Maybe that's
bro.
why it's bad. Maybe I didn't even think about that, man. I did not think about
Maybe
that because
out here.
Monday is not that bad for driving.
It's not. Because there's a lot of people who have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Like, if
Right.
you're just putting it in a typical job scenario, because I think the Monday through Friday has pretty much gone away.
Yeah, in today's society,
in a total
for sure.
sense, right? Like,
yeah.
people don't really work Monday through Friday anymore.
Right.
Even in business, you know what I'm saying? And in corporate worlds, like, there's not that anymore. You know what I mean? So
A lot of people do 410s, just like I'm doing too. You know,
410s, you know what I'm saying?
and why
Like,
not get that extra day off? Is sweet, man. It's
and
nice
then
having.
and
an
then
extra
you
day
talk
off.
about like even the medical community, which has different shifts.
Oh yeah.
We have a big shipping packaging community, right? Like as far as work goes with Amazon, FedEx, UPS out here, a lot of warehouses.
Right.
So those jobs are normally scattered. You know what I'm saying? As far as you got maybe some shifts that are Monday through Thursday, and then you got other ones that are, Wednesday through Sunday or whatever the case.
Or even
and then
like
you have,
Wednesday through
the
Saturday.
the weird split
Yeah.
shifts. Like so the Monday start of the week, I think, has gone away for most people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for whatever reason, people are working on Tuesdays and
Thursdays.
Thursdays. And on Thursdays, everybody working. I don't know why everybody's doing something.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing something.
When it comes to traffic, I agree with you 100%.
So that's the thing. Like Thursdays is
crazy.
just frustrating, man.
Thursdays
it
are
don't
crazy.
matter what time you leave.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro.
You go
I
home
really
early,
agree.
you like, man, I'm about to miss this traffic. No, you not.
Because it's Thursday.
It's man, and you know what? And I know we've gotten into this a little bit in the past, but man, I want to talk about traffic in these streets. And I'm not even going to talk about the drivers. I'm not going to talk about none of that. What I'm going to talk about is can we be proactive in planning for the building of new areas? Okay, this is very, very zone specific to where we live.
Right.
But I do feel like there's probably a lot of communities in other states as people start to move. The housing market is doing crazy things right now. And so people are looking for a way to get out of some of these more expensive housing markets, i.e. California, New York, right? And get into places where they're building new communities. And I think a lot of what's happening is they're building these huge communities and they ain't changing shit about what's going on around it. Like you done built 2, 4, 5, 17, 18, 20, 35 communities, and a motherfucking road is a 2-lane road, one way each way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
And a stop sign.
The infrastructure of
infrastructure, like we got it. Like it's almost it's been reactive, and I think that's what's caused so much traffic, bro. Like it's been crazy. Like I've been going home.
And especially where you're at, like, because you're on the west side of town where everything is kind of spreading west, right? Or east, really. I don't really go to the east side that much. I mean, it's kind of centrally located, you know, so really you could build north, but they're not really building north, which is interesting. And not unless, I guess, you go up on the 17, maybe they are.
They are, but they're very selective too about what they're doing over there.
But west side, crazy. Because every time I go visit you, man, you know, or we're shooting a podcast or whatever on your side of town.
Right.
It's nuts out there.
It's dumb.
I mean,
it don't matter what time of day.
It's crazy. I mean, the amount of like entertainment stuff too that they're building, not just like apartments and apartment homes and homes and, you know, all this stuff, but they're building the biggest resort, I think, that's ever going to be in Phoenix, right by the Cardinal Stadium.
Right by Westgate, man.
Crazy. I saw a video on that, dude. And I was like, what? Because I didn't know what it was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like a hotel, but I was like, oh, whatever. It's going to be the biggest resort in the Phoenix area. Yeah. It's going to have, like, its own, like, amusement park or something, water park or something.
It's going to have a water park.
A water park indoors, right?
Like, right there.
So, it's just going to be...
I'm pulling up.
Yeah, well, that might be actually kind of cool.
I'm pulling up.
Especially because it's indoors.
It's indoors.
And you ain't getting fried. You know what I'm saying? By the sun, but it's still going to be nice. Temperature wise, inside. Oh man.
So I'm gonna segue into something else.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe, because I'm not a kid anymore. But what happened to the amusement parks, dog?
Weren't they supposed to build an amusement park out here?
They were, and I think there's supposed to be one that's going by me. That's supposed to be like the biggest.
I think this city could use one. The only thing is it's so hot here.
But what happened? But I'm saying, but what happened to just going to like I'm not keeping it like where like local, right? I'm just saying in general. Like it's always like you hear about Disney. You know what I'm saying?
Disneyland
World or land, right?
Right.
And then maybe you got a Six Flags sprinkled in there,
right?
But like I remember growing up, even like just like the parks, like the community centers, like what happened to the community centers in the community? You know what I'm saying? Like we used to go to Waterworld, man, every goddamn summer, dog.
Well, what's crazy is like right across the street over here is a huge park, right? And there's actually a it's not a water park. It's just you know, has a couple water slides, whatever.
Right.
You know, just a local watering. What do you call that? Place where kids could go swimming.
Right.
I took a little walk yesterday because I was like, man, I don't feel like lifting weights. I want to just like kind of sweat a little bit, do a little bit of running, you know, kind of, but not. Anyways, it was just a mild exercise, let's put it that way.
Right.
And I was like, why is this not open? It's 105 degrees outside.
Oh, it wasn't open.
It's not. It hasn't been open. I'm like, why hasn't it been open? And there's no sign out there. And I'm like, are we still because of COVID?
Maybe.
Or, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe.
But there's a skate park right there. And it was middle of the day, and there was at least 10 kids in that skate park.
They are at
and
that
I'm
skate
like,
park.
well, I mean, they're still around each other. So I don't know, man. I'm like, why isn't that open?
But like what I'm saying is like what happened to it? Like, and I take COVID out of it.
Yeah.
Like what happened to like I don't know. Y'all let me know. Like, do y'all still go? Is it too expensive now? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it?
Well,
You know,
in this economy,
and I
yeah,
no for
yeah.
sure. But I'm saying even before, like I don't know, man. Like going to the zoo. You know what I'm saying?
You went to the zoo fairly recently.
I went to the Wildlife World Zoo.
Was it busy or was it not busy? Was it not?
Well, it
many
was
people
kind of
there?
it was kind of sprinkling that day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't busy.
It was springtime.
And it was like
right?
it was like middle of the week too.
Okay.
Or maybe like I think it was a Thursday. So everybody was at work. You know what I'm saying? It was dope, man. And they've done a lot to that zoo. I've been there a few times. They've done a lot to that zoo. We went to Odyssey Aquarium.
Yeah.
Recently too. That was dope.
Right by my work. There,
yeah. If anybody has a chance and you're in, even if you're just visiting, that area right there is called Odyssey. And I don't even know why I'm shouting them out like they're doing an endorsement, but it's a dope place to go. It's called Odyssey Aquarium.
It's cool because they have the Butterfly Wonderland. That's
and
right
they
there.
have like 6 more things that you can go visit. So
and
it's if you're
Medieval Times is across the street.
Medieval Times is
they're
across
doing
the
a
street.
whole little entertainment thing right there. They're
Yeah.
building more stuff there.
And that aquarium's dope. That aquarium's dope.
That is
Now,
a really good aquarium.
if you want to go to a fire aquarium, go to Long Beach.
Well, in
Cali.
California, yeah, but here I think it's the best.
here it's dope.
I think it's the best aquarium we got,
for sure.
and I like it, dude. I think it's really kind of cool.
Yeah, and you know what? What I liked about it too was like, it was just enough for the day. Like by the time we got done, it was like, all right, cool.
right, yeah.
And we could still go grab a little something to eat and relax for the rest of the day.
And going
Same thing with the
to
zoo,
see
too.
Bob, he's crazy. I don't remember the name of that alligator dude that's there, or
Oh,
crocodile.
I was like, who? Me? Bobby?
Real quick, man. Like, I don't remember. I feel like that alligator or the crocodile had a specific name, something really easy like that, like
Okay.
"Come see Bob" or whatever. You know, the crocodile or
Okay.
whatever it was. You know, something stupid and cheesy. Did you see the crocodile when you were there,
No. They actually,
or was he not there? Because they might have moved him. They probably moved him around.
there was a lot of stuff that was shut down.
Oh, okay.
That was still like I think they were still trying to get back into motion. They had the mermaids there. That was dope.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell me
So-
about the mermaids.
So the girls loved that. They got
Yeah.
to take a picture. You know, they were asking questions, so that was very cool.
Dude, I stood at that real quick at that crocodile. I want to get back to that real quick
Okay.
because I
Let's talk
stood.
about
I stood at that glass for at least 20 minutes
Mm-hmm.
in awe of how big. Now I've never been to Florida. I've never seen really. I've seen them in real life, but little ones.
Right.
This croc was as big as this room is, if not longer, from head to tail, right? And just chilling in the water, not moving. And it looks like a statue in the water, bro.
Hey, let me
like
tell you
it is
something.
the crazy, and it's how big it is. I was so shocked of how big it was.
You need a partner in crime. Get you a crocodile. Them motherfuckers don't move. Them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well,
Don't even blink.
Well, didn't you see one at the wildlife place? Weren't you telling me about that? Was that you was telling me about that?
Yeah, we seen one at both.
Oh, okay.
At Odyssey, and we seen another one. And I'm tripping because I'm like, that can't be real.
Yeah. Because they're
No,
so, it's just,
And I mean, just for the listeners, imagine a crocodile just standing in the water. I don't even know. This might
it
not
was
be-
still in the water.
It was still like one hand
Like-
up, one hand
Yeah.
back, and was
like
like,
kind of like floating.
I'm not moving
Yeah.
until y'all can't see me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I even try to do the whip back, like walk back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I caught you.
yeah.
I ain't moving.
To me, that was the most fascinating thing I saw was that crocodile.
Shout out to
now,
the- shout out to the
because they have
Crocs.
penguins there and they got, every kind of aquatic.
Shout out to the Crocs. Shout
You
out
know.
to the Crocs too, man. I'm wearing
Shout out to
I'm
the
wearing
Crocs.
Crocs right now.
Yeah, there
Crocs
you
and
go.
socks. That's what we doing out here in these streets, man.
But yeah, if you guys are ever in the area, or if you're not from around here, or if you are in the area,
Yeah, Wildlife World Zoo, man. We need that check, and Odyssey, we need
go
that.
check
as
that
well.
out because the Butterfly Wonderland is amazing. I took my mom and my sisters there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
back
go.
when they visited me a couple years ago, when that was the only place that was open. too. That was the first building that was there before the Odyssey Aquarium.
And they got the Ripley's Believe It or Not there too. Which
they have all kinds of stuff like
thing.
They got dinosaur now. They have
all
like laser tag you could do there. You could pet.
They got a whole bunch of food and stuff.
There's certain things you could pet too, like the stingrays or whatever.
Right?
Oh yeah, the little ponds, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's such a cool place.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty cool. So
yeah, so let's talk about music
and how crappy it is this year
and how bad it's been.
Like if you guys have noticed, and if you guys pay attention to this channel, we do a lot of reviews.
We did a lot of reviews
this year. I want to say we've only done.
What you heard is retired, guys.
We've done 7, maybe. I don't know. I could look it up, but I can't.
I feel like I can count on one hand how many we've done.
I feel like it's about. I think it's about 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
We're shooting this now, and it's June, the beginning of June when we're shooting this, right? So, God, music's been man, it's so disappointing, man. And we were just before we started hitting record on the mics and the cameras and stuff, and we were listening to music. Yeah. And what were we listening to? Not old, but like
Jordan
a couple years old.
Rakai,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jordan Rakai, man.
By the way, Jordan Rakai, if you're listening or watching, which
pull up,
bro. Like if you in town,
pull up,
man. Please,
we got some questions for you.
It would be fun to interview him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jordan Rakai, man. But music has just been. It's been in it's just been slow. I don't know. Like, there's been a lot of music.
Tell us if we're bugging, by the way, too. Like, if you, I don't know.
We might just not be in tune with what's going on.
I don't know, man, because I really feel like.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either, man, because, like, so there's been music, right? That obviously music drops like crazy. Every week there's thousands of stuff that drops, right?
Right.
But nothing is really hitting for whatever reason.
Hitting, bro. Now, we have not done a review on this, so I guess we can talk about it now.
The Kendrick?
Is the Kendrick.
Yeah. Are we going to do a review on that? I don't know, man. Like, we talked about it, but...
I think the Kendrick... So, I mean, are we getting into it? Are we talking about it?
You know what? Let's just get into it, man.
Let's get into it,
honestly, man, if you want to, we could... cut it and make it our review or whatever. It doesn't matter. Kind of put it out.
That might be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think as of recent, that's the only thing that's really like hit in a different way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just such a deep album.
It was. Yes.
I think that's why, I don't think, I know that's why we kind of backed off of doing a review for it, because it was like, how do you review?
See, and I think that's why I want to piggyback off that, because I think we've been really struggling reviewing that. By the way, I'll just give a score. It's a 10.
It's a 10 all day.
And
for sure. And
there's no question about that. That's not the issue. I think where we're coming from with this. I think it's like, how do you break this now? I've been really struggling because I'm like, I really don't know how to break. I'm like, oh, it's because we could do this and we could talk about this. Every song on there means something.
Yep.
And he's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like almost like every time you listen to it, you get something else from it, mm-hmm. right? And so I feel like it's an ever living album. And it will be that way continuously.
I think that's just how Kendrick has done his music, bro. Like, if you really think about, and I said this to you, if you think about the 3 label albums that he put out before that, and even if you want to go back to the mixtape days of OD and the Kendrick Lamar EP and stuff like that, right? Like, he was always setting us up for this album, for this one. You know what I'm saying? And it being his last album on TDE, I wonder where he goes from here, but he was always setting us up for this album, and it was much needed in the times of today. And I'm glad that he did kind of marinate on it and let the world kind of be the world for 2 years, because I think he was ready to drop in 2020 or close to around there.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that he talks about that happened in those times and then transitions into today. So, but even if you think about Good Kid, Mad City, to Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, you go back and listen to those albums now and you're like, oh my gosh, this is timeless stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like just like the one that came out.
Yeah, just
I know why I can't.
And the Steppers, man.
Yeah.
And the Steppers.
Mr. Morale and
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, man. Thank you. But yeah, so and you know what it is, man? It's pure art.
It is, and it's out
and you
of
gotta
everything.
Understand it.
Thank you, because I think art is art, right? But this is such on a different level, and this is why this was hard, at least for me. I'll be speaking for me here. Is that I've really been struggling with this album as far as a review goes. Do I love it? Yes. It's fantastic. When I first heard it, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't crazy about it. And it wasn't because it wasn't good. It's deep.
There's a lot going on.
It's deep. And I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
I really wasn't. I really wasn't ready for how deep what he was talking about. And still, there's still like times where I'm like, I don't want to listen to this one.
Well,
today.
and we had just listened to Jack Harlow, so we were like in a freaking like bouncy, chilling type of vibe. And then it was like Kendrick was like, "Oh,
hit you in the face,
shit,
yeah, big deep, type
I
of
hate
stuff.
you, motherfucker." I'm like, "Oh my god, what just happened?"
But it's a great album. If nobody has listened to it yet, it's not. But I think there's something in there for everybody. You know what I'm saying? As far as a message goes. I mean, he's talking about everything, and father issues and, what the world is like and relationship, how, the turmoil of a relationship is. And, why don't you love? I mean, it's all, I say all over the place, but yet it's still in this nicely neat package that he put it in. And it's crazy.
And I'm glad he made it a 2-part, because even though in the digital streaming world, it's technically it's one album. But if you do listen to it as like mentally understanding that it's a 2-part album, it is definitely, there is this album and then there's this album. There's definitely an A and a B side to this. Yeah. And I think he executed it tremendously, bro.
Yeah.
So,
and I want to shout out J20, man.
Shout out to J20,
man. J20.
Shout out to if you guys need fire haircuts, pull up to my guy J20 Cuts.
That's right.
At Flagship Barbershop. I'm putting the info down below. Go ahead.
I got my haircut from him a couple weeks ago, man. Right when this album just about dropped. It was about a week out. And he said to me, and this resonated with me, man, and he said, "This is a play. I wouldn't be surprised if Kendrick did some sort of play with this."
Yeah.
And the more you listen to that, I didn't even think about it, but actually the more you listen to that, he's actually really spot on.
Yeah.
Because of all the issues that he's going through, right? There is a play in here. Legit Broadway play.
Legit.
At Take on the Road if you want to go city to city, right? But you could legit have it in New York on Broadway and have it a play.
With no dialogue.
You could have it straight music.
With no dialogue, bro.
I'm just saying. I think it's fascinating. If you guys haven't thought about it,
With
go
all
listen to it again.
Arts.
And think about it as it being a play.
Facts.
Think about that.
Facts.
So shout out to 20 for that, man, because I really think, man, I really love that you brought that to my attention, because it is so true.
Yeah.
It really is. And now I'm done with Kendrick. Where is music, man? And not just in hip-hop.
So let me ask you something. Who are you looking for right now that you're like, I need an album from
Black Pumas?
Shout out to Black Pumas, man.
I'm looking forward to I'm looking for like an alternative soul.
When was the last time?
2019.
That wasn't 2019, was it?
It was 2019 that dropped, late 2019.
The one with colors on it?
Yep.
No.
Bro, let's look it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
We're doing research here, guys. We're doing some
Black Pumas, dude. I'm looking.
Doing some research. Research.
So I was disappointed with Ben Soul's album that just came out. I was like,
It was good. It was just.
Well, let me. Yeah, I want to say.
You going? My bad.
I want to say it's. You're right. It's not a bad album. It just wasn't what I was looking for from Ben Soul, right? And it was 2019, right?
That was 2019. It was the end of 2019.
End of 2019. Yeah. We're creeping up on 3 years this album came out. Okay.
And Colors is still one of the ones.
It's fire. But it's that soul alternative rock type of
country
vibe.
type. Yeah.
And I'm looking for something soul like. You know what I'm saying? I need it. I really just need something soul.
For sure.
You know, soul influence. It doesn't have to be pure soul, right?
Yeah.
I just want something influenced by soul music.
Yeah.
Right? I really feel it in my body. My bones need it.
Okay.
Bad, dude.
Okay.
And that's why I say I was disappointed with Ben Soul. It wasn't a bad album. It was a reggae album. And he did something different. I applaud.
Right.
I applaud you, Ben Soul, for doing that. I really do. And it was all covers and cool. It was a cool project.
Right.
It just wasn't what I was looking for.
Right,
That's all
right.
I'm saying.
Right.
And I feel that way a lot about what music has come out today. Or I should say this year, 2022. This year in 2022 has been stuff that's been like, okay, that's cool.
Right.
I'm moving on.
Right.
Like, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't know. For whatever reason, it's not hitting a beat for me. It's just
Well, and
not
it's
hitting
hard,
it.
man, because like last year we got Nas twice.
Yeah. That will be amazing when that comes out, by the way, because
You know what I'm
we're getting KD3.
I'm hoping we get it this year.
I'm pretty sure we're getting it, and I guarantee you we're going to be surprised it's coming out like in a month or so.
Yeah,
you just watch. It's just gonna.
drop.
He's just gonna
It's
drop.
drop.
Well, Magic just dropped.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, oh,
It's
here you
gonna
go. Here's
drop.
Magic.
Yeah, it's just gonna drop. So, yes, it's been hard, man. The last couple of years, we've gotten like some fire albums, even the stuff that Snoop Dogg did last year. Yeah, we've gotten some fire stuff.
Yeah.
I think for me, so it's hard because I was looking forward to the Kendrick,
Yeah.
and so that's come out. So I'm like,
Yeah. What are
think-
you looking for? Or is there a particular artist or a particular sound that you're looking for?
you know what, man? If I had to say an artist, the one that I'm thinking of that I rock with heavy is Black Odyssey. I would love to see Black Odyssey come out with even
Black
like
Odyssey.
a solid EP that I can just, because I still rock with Black Vintage hard. You know what I'm saying? I know he's dropped a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
He's got one with Benny the Butcher, Baby Rose, one of my favorite. Baby Rose might be, somebody that I'm looking. Because I think she dropped an EP earlier this year, or
Did she?
I
can't remember. Yeah.
or a song, or maybe
I
it was
feel
late
like that was last year.
It was last year.
It
huh?
was last
Okay.
year. Yeah.
No, everything's a blur.
I know. Yeah, I feel like it was the end of 2021.
Baby Rose. You know what I need though? Like sonically, bro. Like I need, like you said, that fire, soul, R&B, like something kind of
Yes.
just
That soul R&B is
deep,
missing for me, bro. It's missing.
crazy.
It's not around right now.
You know
dude.
what I'm saying?
And,
Like-
and a lot of R&B
and
is
funk.
dropping.
I need a lot of funk. I need some
that's a
funk,
good one.
but kind of intertwined with. That's why I say Black Odyssey, because that's kind of his sound.
Mm-hmm.
Is something that's kind of funky and soulful, and that just puts you in a good mood. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's funny, man? You know what? We've been rocking a lot of EPs this year too, because a lot of people were doing EPs. Look, ain't nothing wrong with EPs, but it's almost not enough in a sense. Especially if you're like us, you love like albums, but Sipo or Sippo.
Yeah, Sipo. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, I want a full length album from him,
we
bro.
need a full LP.
Because you're
It's
talking-
not coming this year, but
No, I mean, but you're talk about a blend of music. You have the soul R&B, you have the alternative side of things,
for sure.
bro. Like what? That's what I'm like. And what we were listening to in 2022, a lot of before really anything dropped was that EP, that Sippo.
That Sipo fucking rocks for
We-
weeks, months.
Dude. I really think that was months because
Months.
we were so dry, right?
We
It
kept
was
going.
so
We
dry.
did reviews and went right back to that Sibo. Like,
Oh man, we were like,
this was good. This was an 8. All right, cool, Sibo.
right.
Fire.
You know who else I would actually kind of like to hear from again is Terrence Martin.
Terrence Martin. Oh,
I would love to hear another project
a
from
nice
him.
project from Terrace Martin.
I
for
love
sure.
his sound, man. I really love his sound. And we just
Aaron Ray, man. Aaron Ray, who's been on Terrace Martin's projects, and he was on.
he just dropped an album.
Aaron Ray just dropped one?
Yeah. I'm almost positive. You keep talking. Keep talking. I'll look it up. You keep talking.
Okay, Aaron Ray, because he had, to me, the most fire song, my favorite song on that Terrace Martin album this morning. And I need an album because that brother can sing.
I'm with you. It's Arin, right?
Right.
Aaron Ray. Here we go. Came out June 3rd. I just saw it.
So it just came out.
It just came out.
Okay.
So
We got to listen to
you
it.
got your wish came
I got to listen to it, though.
true.
Gotta listen
Your
to
wish
it.
came true,
It came
buddy.
out. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm definitely going to tap into that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Speaking of tapping in, there's a show that has released a new season. And for all of you who have not watched the show, please fast forward or come back when you have watched the show, because we are going to drop some spoilers as we talk. Because I'm not holding back. We got to talk about
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Right? There's no like I'm.
Well,
we
we're
won't-
later
we
in
won't-
the episode, so
we won't
you know.
give everything away, but there's definitely vital moments of the show that are probably going to be talked about. And the reason I say tap in is because this particular episode has to do with a villain, or this particular season has to do with a villain who taps in to your guilt through your subconscious. And we're talking about Stranger Things season 4.
Oh, yep. Man, what a show.
Can we just, before we get into this season, can we just talk about the elevated understanding of how to actually appropriately conduct yourself when writing and constructing a show for the masses, and understanding that sometimes things don't need to come out every 6 months. Things don't need to come out once a year. Things need to come out when they need to come out. Things need to be dropped when they need to be dropped. And Stranger Things says, I don't give a goddamn when you want it. 2 years, here we go.
Right.
And it makes sense with the way they do it.
So I will say this.
Talk more. guy.
Okay, so I agree, and I want to start off with a negative about this show. First off,
About the entire show
not the entire show.
this season.
This particular season.
Okay.
This particular season, season 4, starts off really slow, man. It does. It starts off really slow. As a matter of fact, I was like, what are we doing here? And episodes are long. Each episode is over an hour. Every single one is over an hour. Yes, I sent you the
Okay.
I was like, well, I'm here. I might as well send it to you. Right. Anyways, season 4 starts off really slow. But when I watched all the way through it, I really do appreciate it. Okay, and I just read an article this morning, actually, because I had no idea we were talking about this, and I meant to mention it to you, but the writers of the show, the Duffer Brothers.
Yeah, the Duffer Brothers.
The Duffer Brothers.
Yep.
They were like, it's 5 seasons. They're done after the 5th season.
Right.
Right? And they realized, right? This is from the article, and they were like, we realized we haven't said enough about what is actually going on. Right? And they're not in a hurry. They just were like, we need to get out this information. So I found it very interesting that they said, okay, we got to give everybody the shot, right? Or everybody has to have, we need to get everybody caught up, basically, and especially with 11, because there's a lot of things with 11's past
Right.
that were like, and then when you go through this season, you're like, because it's all about her past. And it's amazing to see before she got out, right? Now, in the first season, you got a little bit of it, right? With Papa, and stuff like that.
Right.
But you didn't get nearly what you got in season 4.
No.
And I love that they show her as a little girl, like
that was fire.
especially in the mirror, and then the camera would pull back.
I said, "Oh my god!"
And it was her older, right?
That was fire. Bro.
I love that they did that, dude. I thought that was genius. Because she's reliving the memories of what has been happening,
right,
or what happened when she was in
right,
the custody of this doctor,
right,
Papa, right?
Right.
And so I say that to say, if you have not watched it yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still, we haven't really gotten into spoilers
We
yet.
haven't gotten spoilers. I don't know. Maybe we won't.
Just keep going. Like, if you feel like, oh, this is dark, this is what is happening.
Very dark.
Like, who cares?
A lot darker than the other three.
Because even in the beginning, when when 11 is like in high school, right, and she's doing a project, and you're like, and she's being made fun of and all this stuff,
Right.
you're like, oh, okay.
Right.
But everything makes sense as it goes along, like, and it leads you down this path. Beautifully done.
Yes.
Beautifully written, by the way.
You know what I've always loved about how they've done things with this show, and especially in season 3 and season 4, they've done a good job of telling a story from like 4 or 5 different views.
Yeah, I love
Like it's not the whole pack is together and they're enduring this journey, right? It's like, you know, they did a great job of it in season 3. And then it's almost like they were like, oh, this is dope, this works. And they did another great job of it in season 4, was like, you've got these groups of the whole group that are going through their own personal things that has to do with the story, with the main story. Right. And they don't know it, right? They don't, their view of what's going on and what they're going through in the character's eyes is only their view. And then it's like, then everybody meets up and it's like, oh, and they haven't gotten even, you know, they haven't even got to that point of everybody meeting up, right? Because there's a whole part 2 to this season, right?
Right.
But I think they've done a great job of that, and character building throughout, you know, and this they did a lot. Like, they showed a lot about Hopper.
Yeah.
They showed, you know, and just his character, like who he is, who he's supposed to be.
I love
inside of this show, right?
Right,
like,
because he's in a Russian prison,
yeah,
right, and there are these.
Spoiler alert.
He's quiet, right, throughout a lot of it, right? And it's not until the other Russian guy, I can't remember his name, who's trying to break him out of prison.
The guard. Yes.
Yeah. And it winds up that they, you know, again, spoiler warning, you don't want to be here, don't be here for this. Wait till you're done, or, you know, with it. But when the tides kind of turn and he gets caught, basically, there's more to it than that. But, you know, basically people find out, they turn him in, yada, yada, find out the plan and all that kind of stuff. You know,
Demogorgon start pulling up.
He's having conversations with this guard. Like, they start forming some sort of weird relationship.
Weird bond.
You know,
weird
and it's
friendship.
like, why? But it's only thing they both can gravitate toward.
Right.
They kind of hate each other. They kind of like each other.
Right.
But they're in the same situation at that particular moment.
Right.
And they both tell their stories about family. Man, it's so good. I love the writing of that.
Yes.
Like, and especially from Hopper because
I know I want to say Harper too. I don't know why.
But, you know, you didn't really get anything from that, right? He was a cop, you know, he's helping out these kids. Cool, you know, takes 11 in is basically his stepdad, you know, her, you know, stepfather and all this stuff, you know. But to hear he wasn't good enough or he's not good enough, and, you know, his struggle with, you know,
everything that's happened.
He didn't. It's like he was like, I'm misunderstood. I felt like they needed me. In turn, I needed them. And I loved that line because I was like, how true is that? With any relationship that we're in today, right? Why do we really form a relationship with somebody? It's because it's not that necessarily, you know, you need me, but it's more I need you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're filling a void that I don't have.
Right.
And I think that's beautifully done, man, because I think that is really forgotten today, right? In any kind of relationship, friendship, romantic, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We always put ourselves on the back burner in a sense, and it's like, and then egotistically we're like, oh well, no, you need me,
right?
And that's not necessarily the case, man. It's no, I need you because you're filling a void because you have a type of personality.
Exactly.
We might have a lot of things in common, you and me, right? But then there's things that you do different than I do different, and we both feed off of each other. It's a beautiful thing of a relationship, right? And I love that they brought that in. And then...
I mean, it's too much to talk about at this point, but if you guys
really want to say, though, like that there's the two characters, so I think that is most important about this season, though, is 11, right? And obviously she's the star of the show. She's always been.
11.
And what did I say, 7?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So I was like, did I
you
say
said it right.
Okay.
You said it right.
Yeah, 11. And I think Hopper. I think those two, for this season in particular, now.
For sure.
Everybody's involved, right?
Right.
And you get all the stories of Steve and Nancy. And
Nancy's a big part of it as well, though.
But, and beautifully done. I just think those two,
those
really get the most out of it. You really get the most out of what's actually happening.
For sure.
And it makes you want more. And
dude, I was
two
hurt.
more episodes. By the way, they said the 2 episodes runtime is about 2 hours and 19 minutes long.
Oh, so it is only 2 episodes.
Only 2 episodes.
But it's going to be the equivalent of like 4.
Well, it's still going to be. Well, they're going to be an hour and some change minutes long.
Total
2 hours
total time in
runtime.
between. Okay.
2 hours 19 minutes.
Okay,
so it's like a
2
movie.
episodes.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Or the 2 episodes are a movie, right?
Why didn't you just drop them?
I know, right?
Are y'all still working on stuff?
Well, I don't know.
I think they're tweaking it.
I think they're tweaking it, right? Because
maybe the editing
again, the
phase.
article was saying like they had to ask Netflix, "Hey, we need more episodes."
Oh.
Because they were slated for 8, right?
Okay.
And they asked for 9. But they realized that they have a lot of writing to do to catch up the story, basically. So nothing is left behind. The way I got the article read was they didn't want to leave anything not said, basically.
Shout out to Millie Bobby Brown, man, the actress that plays 11, man. She's like, that's a tough role to be put in as a youngster. I mean, she's, I think, 18, just turned 18.
She might be 17, dude. I don't know. She might be 18.
She's right in that. You know what I mean? And so, for the last
shoot, man,
6 years of her life, you know what I'm saying? She's been thrown into this and going through, her growth as a young lady. And that's always a hard thing,
and scrutinized
man.
For a lot of stuff.
And scrutinized for a lot of stuff, yeah.
Because, the makeup, the way she dresses, she's under a microscope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fame.
Yeah, they wanted to be 11 all the goddamn time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They really do.
You know what? Since we brought it up, let's talk about it. Because you have the sisters, Chloe and Halle, right? The R&B singers.
Yeah.
And they kind of recently went through some scrutiny. I think especially Chloe. And obviously, but you don't see this with young men that come up in the business.
That is very true.
Like not as much. Like, what's his name that played Urkel, man? His name is on the tip of my tongue, so I can't. You know what I'm talking
about? Jamal, right?
Yes.
I can't think.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Steve Urkel. Yeah. Sorry, man.
No, you're good. I just drew a blank for some reason. But, obviously he had, actors have tough times getting out of roles.
Of course.
No matter what.
Right.
But it's always with young women, even if they're just young and in their early 20s, and they portray some type of, because a lot of times with these high school, movies or something like that, these people are grown.
That's true.
They're 20, 21, and they're just playing a 16-year-old, right?
Right.
And it's like they go and decide to be an adult just like any one of us do. And then we're like, oh, no, not you. You're not allowed. No, you need to be 11.
Right.
You need to, oh my God, you've got a bikini on. Oh, you're wearing a tight dress. Like, yeah.
But yeah,
And low key, your daughter is doing the same thing. You ain't saying shit.
well, and then
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then on the you're right, because on the same hand you have like the boys that are
oh, they turn into sex symbol. They turn 18. It's like, shh.
well, but even in high
Dolce
school, right? They're playing
Gabbana.
like a 16-year-old, right? And they're
Right.
taking their shirt off playing
Right.
basketball or
Right,
something
right.
like that, and,
Right.
but nothing gets said about that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and I think we have to be careful because we're talking about kids at
Right.
the end of the day.
Of course.
On either side, we're talking about
Yes.
young adults coming into adulthood, and they're in the spotlight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so we have to be careful with, the quote unquote double standard that we have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
It's kind of unfortunate.
It
but
is.
It unfortunately, man, we live in a weird time, especially with social media, because even people
Microscopic.
that are not like necessarily even famous, maybe you're TikTok, Instagram famous in a sense,
TikTok
being
famous.
super scrutinized, right? Like every action that you do, and it's weird out there, man. It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know how else to
It's weird in these streets.
and it's funny because I just talked to my dad, not too long ago, and I kept using that word. And it's funny because he texted me something the other day, and he goes, "Yep, it's weird out here.
It's weird. out
It's
here.
weird.
It's weirdo.
I don't know how else to describe it.
Weirdo, smeardo type shit out here.
Because we caring about stuff that we shouldn't be necessarily caring about. It's just is
do.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, Stranger Things season 4, man. I think
Dog. And waiting, man.
I can't
ending is
I can't wait
fire.
to see what the finale
July
actually
1st,
is.
I'm in there.
But the finale of the whole thing.
Oh,
So
like
season
season
5
5
when
goes
it
through.
totally ends.
We're probably gonna be hurt like a mug.
Well, so in my eyes, it's like, who are they going to kill off? Right? And
think
I've
so.
been thinking about that in season 4. By the way, nobody's really died yet. Since we're
I
in
thought a
spoiler
couple
territory,
people was about
I
to get out
thought
of
for
there.
sure.
I was like, no.
Well, and then it ends with Nancy, right? And you're
Yes.
like, please
I had one eye. No.
don't kill Nancy.
Oh man.
Please don't kill Nancy.
When she fell into that dark, I said, "What? No."
Please,
No!
no, not Nancy. But I would have had that same reaction had it been any one of the main characters.
For sure.
Any of
For
the
sure.
like 7 of them that there are. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
any of the boys, the girl, it didn't matter. Like I would have felt, even when Max was going through what she was going through, the redheaded girl, and she was getting terrorized, and they were in the cemetery, and she gets lifted up into the,
Oh,
and you're like,
my God.
no, dude, I was legit yelling at my TV, going,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Don't
come
do it.
back.
Don't
come
do
back.
it.
Please come back. Come back. Run. And she's running towards the opening, the portal,
then that
basically.
shit-
I'm like,
When
run.
that shit went black, I said,
Run!
no. Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
Get out of
Crazy.
there.
Crazy. I love when TV shows can do that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having
Yeah.
it some sort of
When you have an
effect on you,
investment,
it has like an effect on
we
you.
like, what are you still standing there for? Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Stop looking at the shit.
Yeah,
Get
dude.
the fuck out of there. You know what I mean?
It's funny, man.
I'm over there
It's
chopping
crazy.
onions like, come on, man. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Shoot,
Crying, blaming it on the onions and shit.
I don't know where we're at time-wise, man, but...
About 55 of them things.
real quick, man, because we'll end it off right here.
Yeah,
It's
man.
a good spot to end it off. I want to say thank you for everybody, because we really do this when we have guests and stuff like that, man. Thank you to the listeners. Obviously, thank you to the people who watch the show.
For sure.
Who tune in from time to time. Even if this is like, you're like, oh, sweet, it's just them, and you haven't watched the interview in a while. Fine, man. Like, I appreciate you coming in and checking it out. We're at 99. This is our 99th episode, just so you guys know.
So
we have one more to go, and we're going to hit our 100.
Yes, sir.
And it's crazy to me. And I don't want to dive in too deep because we do want to do a little something special. Nothing crazy, but it'll just be Dre and myself.
We'll be back at it. You know what I'm saying?
It'll just be us chopping it up. And we do have more interviews and stuff like that. We got a lot of stuff going on. I know you're going on vacation here in a little bit.
Yeah, a little work trip.
You know, going to Texas. And so we'll have like a little bit of a break, but there'll still be episodes coming out. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. I really do appreciate it. And even if it's 10 people watch, I don't care.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys so much. And thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for tuning into the interviews. I think that, the biggest thing I can say is just comment, man. Just let us know. Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media too. We are trying to be better. I know we always say that. We're trying to be better, trying to, put more clips up. But make sure you guys follow us, stay in tune with what we got going on, and comment. Like, really, we enjoy it. We love the comments. We try to respond, but we definitely see everything and take into consideration everything that's being said. And so, we appreciate you guys. And yeah, man, thanks for rocking with the Gray Space, man. Whether you're new or, you've been rocking with us, if you're part of the tribe from a long time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we appreciate y'all, man.
So anyways, thank you guys for joining us, man. This is awesome.
Yes, sir.
I love this, man. I love just you and me, man. It's been a long time since you and me just have done one, man. And
I glitched out for a minute. I was like, I forgot how to do this. You know what I mean?
But man, it's fun to do these, and man, we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't love doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We really, I can't convey it enough how much.
Make sure y'all go run these numbers up, man, and tell people, man, about the Gray Space, man. Stop playing. Damn.
You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
And as always, this is the Gray Space. Peace.